I was like, oh my god, wow, she's different. Of course, she was a bronze medal Olympian, but yeah, she's still a female,
Right.
and she was like, she was legit. She was the real deal.
Yeah, she brought a lot of eyes to
And so
combat
then,
sport.
yeah, and then yeah, she got set up the right way, and the right things happened, and yeah, the rest is history, right?
Yeah. Yeah, women's wrestling is here to stay. I think it's going to end up being like I said, the salvation of men's wrestling because it's amazing how many programs have been taken out of California.
Wrestling programs.
Yeah, Division I programs. There used to be UCLA had a great program. Oregon's gone. Washington State are gone. So Title IX has just decimated California college wrestling. And that's because there probably should have been more terminology written in the law. They allowed universities to spend the money however they wanted. So they added women's sports, but they took away men's, and that really wasn't sort of what the law's intent was. But we didn't, we probably should have got out in front of that a little more as a organization, USA Wrestling, instead of fighting Title IX all those years and trying to abolish Title IX, which was never going to be abolished. It's a law. They probably could have tried to work within the law, and it would have saved a lot of programs.
Yeah.
But that's hindsight.
Yeah.
And now the damage is done.
Hopefully, the women wrestling will bring everything back and more.
They're better at selling their sport. They seem to be. I hear some of these girls talk after the Olympics, like Adeline Gray, and I'm like, wow, she's on point, knows exactly what she should be saying, and so they're a little smarter about how they sell their sport, which is helping the men. But as Tricia always says, if not for a few good men, there wouldn't be any women's wrestling either. So it took men to bring women in. So rather than make men against women, it's, we're one wrestling community, really. Yeah. And I think we're starting to view it that way more and more.
The first female wrestler that I noticed, I guess, was Helen. And just seeing her, hearing her story. Yeah. What was it, 2012, the Rio Olympics?
Yes. Helen Maru, yeah. Is it 16? No.
Wait.
12.
12, yeah. 16. Beijing is
2008 was Beijing.
Okay.
2012 was London.
London.
And so 16 was
is
Rio.
Rio, yeah, so 16.
Yeah. Yeah. Helen's great. She's a great example of a girl who's been in the sport long enough to evolve, have great training, and that's what wrestling women that have been wrestling look like now. Very technical and fun to watch. Didn't start out that way, but they're evolving fast. I've seen the level of women's wrestling go up in the last 5 years. Geez.
Last 5 years, huh?
Last 5 years, I've seen a major difference in the technical level, everything.
I watched one of those Gold Cast videos, those shorts, and they were talking about her and how she basically, she lost to the Japanese 3-time gold medal Olympian, and then she came back and she even learned Japanese so she could understand their coaches, and just kept going, kept pushing, and then met up with her and beat her in the Rio Olympics.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I don't think
the first American gold medal Olympian wrestling.
Yes, Helen's great. The Japanese girls, they had when Tricia was wrestling, they had a girl named Miyu Yamamoto, and she was a 17-year-old phenom from Japan who had, she ended up winning 3 world championships. So Tricia meets her in the world championships, gets beat by Miyu. Miyu moves to Tempe, lives with Tricia for a year, goes to high school for a couple of years in Arizona, and they have a training partner. So Tricia's got this training partner now.
Wow.
So, and she took her back to Japan, and took her to practices, and she said her eyes just opened up because she saw all these women training with men, and she was like, oh, that's why they're so good. They were getting top level training from the best coach, and he was working with the girls specifically. Whereas in America at that time, they were lucky if they would give them a piece of the mat. You guys can train over there, and nobody paid much attention, right? So it was a huge difference in the kind of training we were getting. But me, you, and Trisha were very instrumental, and me, you wanting to grow the sport over here as well.